Un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour l'équipe d'Arcis, premier Damascus.
Bonjour la Japan Expo et bienvenue sur la scène pour un showcase spécial de
What's up YouTube? I am back from the Mix-Up Lyon and I was in Paris right before for something quite special. I got to play Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact for the first time. That was the first time the game was showcased in Europe and this in France at Japan Expo Paris, and I was there to host the panel there to present the game but also to announce the new character that you have probably seen, Phaeton. I wanted to make a quick video to just review the gameplay that we did and talk over that gameplay, just be able to watch a lot of what happened, because obviously a lot of cool stuff happens, and wanted to just discuss because that entire stream was in French and I had a lot of questions. If you have questions, make sure you put them in comments, but you know what, let's take a look. I'm doing this all live, I'm doing this live stream. I was supposed to do a stream and I didn't have time to do a stream, so instead of doing a stream, I am right there with you guys, vibing. Let's go straight to it and showcase a bit of what happened. So let's talk quickly about the game itself, right? First thing first, 3v3 classic tag game. Buttons are like light, medium, heavy into and a special plus assist 1, assist 2. It is already full of cool little Easter eggs. The main thing you can see right now, if you look at the life bar for Kurapika right there, Kurapika's life bar is going down constantly. The reason why is because if I move my camera there, you can see that he has the eyes being red on his avatar, mainly because there is a Phantom Troop member, against in the team, and if Kurapika fights a Phantom Troop member, he will enter Berserker mode, which is more damage, but also loses life consistently. If he fights other players, this is not active, so quite interesting. But talking about the game itself, I mean, this has been an interesting game to try and play. You can really feel the mark of 18 there, right? It's a game that felt like every single thing was connecting like to each other. Every single thing in this game just connected. It was absolutely fun, perfect. You do a super, you end up doing combos, you do a jump heavy, it gives an OTG. It did a lot of fun stuff, and every single character was very, very unique. We got to play a bit of casual sets, and I mean serious. I played the game for like an hour before that thing started, so I wouldn't say serious, but a bit more fighting game. So let's take a look at like the set I play, and wanted to check a bit. This obviously the character select screen. You have totally not seen this. This is haram. This did not happen. Anyway, these are the characters that were playable in the build. Uvogin and Machi being there for the first time in that build, and obviously us picking plenty of different characters to try a bit. So this game really revolves around specials for each character. So each character has different specials, and it looks like that's how you will want to play the game, right? The movement feels a bit slow and floaty. I think that's my main issue about the game, I would say. But outside of the movement, you get like a lot of specials to move around. And I think one of the key things that I already want to start with this is if you look at Gun right there, Gun special is to charge the Jajanken, right? So when he charges the Jajanken, depending on the button you press, you have the 3 follow-ups that you could see there, right? Like Jajanken Light is the fist, Jajanken Medium is the sword, and Jajanken Heavy is the fireball. And if you do Jajanken Dash, you can actually cancel the dash. You can cancel the stance into a dash. So I'm fairly sure we'll be able to find potentially stance cancels. That could be quite cool. Every character has different assists if you do forward and back assists. And, plenty of different stuff. You could see Kiryu looking quite a bit of zoning with that jump move, kind of reminiscent of Benimaru in KOF 13. So it's really revolves around you having the right kind of normals and specials. It's quite hard to navigate if you don't have them, but look at Netero there. One of his specials is to teleport, allowing him to get closer to this, get the assist, get the combo. And this is the main thing, right? You think I'm sick right there, right? This is the scariest part of this game so far. This was an auto combo. Auto combos in this game are not lighter combos, they're actually combos. You have to hold L2 and mash L or M or H, and you get different combos. And the combos look like they're actual legit combos with re-jumps and all that stuff. Like this is an auto combo again, and they're like almost half of life. And I can't lie, it's a bit scary, because when you play a game like this, it's usually hard to get conversions, but in this game you get an air-to-air and then you do auto combo, and the auto combo just naturally goes in. I did not have enough time to make these auto combos work manually, because I would like to see if they do more damage if I do them manually. But I think the redeeming factor at least is this looks like a hectic game. This looks like a Marvel style game. So this looks like a game where Oki is going to be very important. Auto combos don't give you Oki. So it feels like not having Oki means you will not want to use auto combos in match. But being real, like, look, this is an auto combo. You think I'm saucy, but that's the entire thing. That has been my main concern, I think, about the game, right? Auto combos being, you know, being a little bit like overpowered, maybe. I'm not sure, you know, how you could hold that. Every character has different, you know, normals and approaches. Machi is actually quite interesting. So every time she hits you, she applies these threads that you can see on the character, and the thread basically allows you for a follow-up to any special. Leorio looks like a bit more of a zoner, like he has plenty of ways, like, you know, ground stomp and stand and long range fireballs to really be annoying. And Machi is like good movement with her specials, and she gets plenty of follow-up with all of these. I would like to see if I get some of the follow-up here. This is an auto combo, so see, if you do special into follow-up, that's the one. 1, 2, yeah, another follow-up. Really cool mechanic, you know, for her. Once again, right, I'm very sick. I've played, I've pressed square a billion times. Overgear is, you know, the comeback mechanic, I would say, and I wouldn't say it's Dragon Ball Sparking. I think it's rather Marvel's X Factor. It really powers up your character like crazy. When you're in Overgear, you do so much damage. It feels like Marvel X Factor. It feels like one of the, you know, one of the very strong comeback mechanics. You have plenty of defensive options as well. I'm not sure how much we can see in this set, but there's an advancing guard like Marvel, so, you know, pressure. You'll have to remember that the advancing guard is there. Because you have forward and back assist, you are able to call defensive assist or offensive assist during the match, which I quite like, actually. That's quite an interesting way to make this stuff work. Playing the game, it was really fun to play overall. Like, to me, it felt like it was really natural to play. Any of you guys who has played, well, obviously Marvel, but even Dragon Ball, if you've played Dragon Ball, it will take you literally 10 seconds to get used to this game. I think the main thing to get used to is the pace is different. Instant air dashes are, you know, a bit slower though, so you can't just instant air dash. You would want to, like, potentially use the specials to get close, use the assist into dash forward like this. That's most likely going to be the takeaway of this game. I personally, like, I'm quite satisfied with how the game looks and feels. Obviously, it looks fairly basic. You know, have to be honest. This is no Dragon Ball Fighters. Does the job, right? Without being beautiful. I think, like, it's alright at least. But, you know, the cool thing is we get an actual fighting game and not an arena fighter, so I kinda have to support this, me having waited for Hunter x Hunter game for so incredibly long. I do hope that they change the auto combo approach, because I think that they do a bit too much damage. You could see, like, all of these combos are auto combos, right? So look at the damage. That was auto combo, and a lot of them are like, you know, jump, conversion into auto combo. Speaking of conversion, the game actually includes the conversion mechanic from DNF, where you can trade some of your life to be a bit more powerful, which is quite interesting. Obviously, 18 being also the dev for DNF, so you will see some of the DNF kind of mechanics and pace into this game. All in all, I think it looks like a game that's not scared to be fun. I don't know how competitive of a game it is, but it's definitely looking to be fun. It gives you a billion approaches, billion options, billion combos, plenty of ways to make damage, plenty of ways to annoy your opponents. You know, I'm kind of forcing the game itself to be extremely, like, fast-paced and more Marvel style of, like, everyone being broken. If anything, that's kind of how it felt, because you get to do so much damage from any kind of opening. You get an air-to-air, it gets like 80%. Look at what happens, right? I mean Overgear right now, aka X Factor, and this is an auto combo in X Factor. Right? I believe he's dead there. Yes, he is. Like, Overgear is a ridiculous mechanic, you know, for sure. Bisky has an install that makes her way more powerful, but being a big body in this game, I saw that only the big bodies cannot air dash. Uvogin cannot air dash either, so they're quite, you know, interesting, different ways to play. These characters, like, hit like trucks, but don't get as much movement as the others. And yeah, plenty of interesting things to raise about the game. I think about the mechanics. Hisoka has a really, really interesting mechanic that has both the properties of rubber and gum. I don't know if you ever heard of this. It was quite interesting. Kiruya obviously is all speed and electricity. Machi had the most interesting kind of playstyle to me, like her specials that applies threads, onto you was quite, interesting to play with. Bisky is like high damage. Netero is quite good. Netero's mobility is quite ridiculous. He has full screen teleports, and he has a move that really looks like, the move from Roshi in Dragon Ball Fighters, where he teleports behind you and says, I like your cut, G. That's kind of where Netero is in this game. Really, really cool character. Damage is absolutely incredibly high, so I'm curious to see. I was really told clearly that this is not the final version of the game, and we can expect a good amount of changes with the next version that will show. So I think I see it as a good introductory way to understand what that game is. But all in all, if I had to give, my kind of opinion on playing this game, I would simply say it was fun. It was fun to play. I got to play with Ichi, who is one of the best Marvel players in France. And Ichi was like, that's my game. Like he played a bit and he was like, that's my game. That's what I want to play. So curious to see, like what the other Marvel heads would think of by playing this game. Obviously, if you guys have questions, make sure you leave some questions in the comments. I'm doing this video kind of quick because I'm basically flying to Evo in a few hours, and I really wanted to make this video before leaving to Evo. So that's kind of my plan here. Be able to share some of the Hunter x Hunter love with you guys. But yeah, game overall, I think for me, the plus is it's really fun to play. It's really quick to get used to. You feel like you're able to play quite quickly, unlike other fighting games. There are a couple of fighting games where it takes a while to be able to at least play. This game felt like I can immediately come in, do combos, call assists, create some BS, and that's the main thing I want, right? So see Netero like going right behind the opponent, looking for the Roshi, like kind of like Gun. He has stands into a follow-up, and he's kind of ridiculous. I'm pretty sure he can follow this up, but that's gonna be obviously the character. I'm looking forward to see obviously other characters. I've tried pretty much every character in this game, and I think all of them have like obviously similar like normal routes, but they all revolve around what kind of special do you want to use. Overall, positive first one for me at least. It was definitely a fun, fun opportunity to be able to get to play Hunter x Hunter for the first time. Obviously, you guys know that I'm really waiting for this game like crazy. I'm really happy that we get not only a Hunter x Hunter game, but a Hunter x Hunter game that's a fighting game. So it's definitely going to be fun. Let me know in the comments what you think about this game, because what are your thoughts? Is this hyping you up at all? Is this mid to you? Is this is this something you're just waiting to get a bit more from? For me anyway, it was an honor. Thank you for Arxis, obviously, for having me in Paris to get to play and try Hunter x Hunter, because it's definitely one of the fun things. Thank you obviously guys for watching this very quickly made video. It's time for me to just go finish my luggage and go to Evo, because yeah, plenty of stuff happening at Evo. Thank you so much guys. Let me know what you think of Hunter x Hunter. I'll try to make more specific content when I get to play the game a bit more, but for now all I have to say is the game's fun. Maybe a bit too broken, but I guess being broken is fun, so I'm not gonna complain, man. Anyway, see you guys very soon. Let's have fun at Evo, and Jikan des.